Every positive move brings a negative storm. I'm stuck in a cycle, trying to transform. People talk.
Let me turn this down, because YouTube will not get the rights. Only God get the glory. I just want to say the last part. She said, every positive move bring a negative storm. Oh, Lord. Glory. But this is what I want to say. This is what we are in the midst, and I keep on saying it because I feel it in the spirit, right? We are in the midst of transformation, right? And a lot of us are in uncomfortable positions, but I want to highlight Joseph and his brothers, right? Ooh, I want to pinpoint the different periods of his life. Remember, God spoke a word on him, and that he was going to be a ruler of nations, right? God spoke that word on him, right? But in the midst of him becoming what God has placed upon his life, right? There was different seasons in his life. There was season of betrayal. We're talking about both of his brothers. Seasons of betrayal, seasons of isolation, seasons of oppression, seasons of character assassination. So there was seasons, right? And the reason why I want to say this is because I want to correlate the two. I want you to know, and I want you to identify, just because God has called something on your life and you are going and you're travailing and you're going through things, does not mean that the call has not been initiated. Does not mean that you are not in the works, in the progress of the call, okay? There's as you, plain as day, even like I said with Joseph's story, plain as day, like he was in the process, and he could have aborted the mission. He could have aborted. He could have disregarded the Holy Spirit. He could have said, you know what, I am not going to be holy. I'm not going to be righteous. He could have very much said that in the midst of him going through, because we know what it feels like to be betrayed. We know what it feels like to have character assassination. We know what it feels like to be tempted and just be going through things. We know what it feels like, right? There's plenty of times where he could have just said, you know what, I'm done, and make different choices. But yet instead, he still continued. He still continued to apply himself. He still continued to stay close to God. He still continued to say, you know what, I'm going to see this through.